Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all having completely awesome days, and thank you for stopping by the channel and watching this video since it is so freaking late. I am so sorry it took me so long to get this up. So I'm just gonna get into kind of an update for you guys, and then I'll talk about the piece a little bit later. But if you don't know, I am a senior in high school, and I freaking hate it. It is not the most fun experience ever, I can tell you that. It's stressful, and you know, with college applications and graduation and scholarships and all this stuff that I have to sort through, I'm pretty overwhelmed. Like, it's nothing too bad, I can handle it pretty well, but I'm pretty lazy when it comes to stuff like that, or I'm very like scatterbrained. Like, I go into one project and then I skip around and then I forget about something. And you know, it's that way with my art and it's that way with my schoolwork, so it's kind of like, I don't know, I really have to sit down and force myself to get stuff done. But I'm getting there, and because of all of that stuff I've been having to sort through and stuff, I wasn't able to get this video edited for like a few days, so it is going up a few days late, and I apologize for that. I do not recommend being a senior. Like, it's an awesome thing because I've been in high school for a few years now, and I'm like over it. It's not fun, it's nasty. I'm usually not even in the building that much since I take college classes outside of the high school. But like, I don't know, I'm just over it. I'm excited to go into another chapter, but it's just stressful getting to it. But you know, I'm managing. It'll be all right. I'll live. But yeah, I'm glad you guys clicked on this video, and I'm excited to show you guys this piece because, shocking, it's another self-portrait. And I know I do like 100 of those a year, but basically why I like to do so many self-portraits, it's because over like the last couple years, I've really kept my art. Hold on, I'm getting a drink of my water. Here's some more drinking, guys. No, but over the last couple years, my art's been very like similar, and a lot of people do this. Like, a lot of Instagram artists kind of stick to one thing, and like 90% of Instagram artists do like girls. Like, they all draw girls and I draw girls, and it's just fun and everyone does it, and I love doing it, and I like the genre a lot, and I'm gonna stay with the fantasy genre. However, I want to explore different kind of faces and different genders and stuff, and you know, painting myself, it's still in my comfort zone since it's myself, but it's different. Like, it's more realistic, and again, I'm painting a guy, so it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's more practice. And again, especially with applications for like art school coming up, I'm trying to diversify my portfolio a little bit. The school I want to apply to doesn't take portfolios necessarily. However, I still just want to have a body of work that is diverse, just to show people or for future jobs and stuff. And because of that, I'm also forcing myself to do things like a still life, which is actual murder, and like a landscape. So with this piece, I did a self-portrait. It's very surreal. It's very right up my alley. You know, my ideas with these types of paintings is that if I have to do something that isn't necessarily my favorite thing, I am going to try to make it as bearable as possible and as fun as possible by incorporating the colors I like and the imagery I like to use. So, you know, of course I had to make it kind of crazy and funky. I added mushrooms, shocker. I added moths, shocker. I added freaking neon colors, again, shocker. Like, I don't know, if I'm going to do a still life, I'm gonna make it funky. If I have to do a landscape, I gotta tie something into it to make it my own. So with this one, I did a lot of kind of different artistic techniques, kind of. If you guys have ever heard of double exposure, it's basically where, and these are all over Instagram, like you'll have a portrait of someone, but then like their hair will become like a tree or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, their hair will get like let's say you take a picture and then you cut out like their face, and then you put that photo on top of like a picture of like a freaking like garden. Oh my god, this is bad. But then it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like you took one aspect of the piece and made it something else. So you kind of exposed it to another environment. So for this piece, my shoulders and my shirt, I turned into kind of like this neon pink lake type landscape. And then as the piece progresses up, the trees kind of turn into this like lava lamp effect with a bunch of like blobs and cells and stuff. So, you know, I had a lot of fun playing with different surreal imagery and stuff. And I actually got to use pour painting for this piece. And I don't necessarily recommend you guys do it for your paintings. I mean, I do, but at the same time, I didn't do a lot of research, so I don't know how well this paint is going to hold up over like the years and stuff. Basically, I mixed up my paint to pour with, and if you guys are unfamiliar with what pour painting is, it's where you take a cup and then you take a bunch of fluid acrylic paint or just fluid paint and you layer it in the cup, and then you flip the cup upside down, lift it up, and it does a bunch of funky stuff. So it was a really fun way to do like the misty background I wanted. But I mixed my paint with a bunch of different things to get some of the effects I got, and like I did water and silicone mainly. And the problem is I don't know how well watered down acrylic paint or silicone-ified acrylic paint holds up. So, you know, I would do that kind of stuff at your own risk. I don't really mind. The odds are that in a year from now I'll hate the piece because that's pretty much how I work. Like, I'll do something and be like, oh shit, this is like bomb, I'm awesome. And then a month later be like, okay, get this out of my sight, I can't look at it. So like, you know, I mean, if you're like me, it's not a big deal to take risks like that with your art and stuff. But if it's something that you want to hold on to for a long time or sell, I don't know if silicone is the best thing to be mixing with your paint. But it's fun to do, and it gave me some cool effects. So I got to do some pour painting for the background, and it kind of added to that funky, surreal vibe I wanted to get from the painting. And you know, just overall, it was a really fun experience. And as for the actual process, I started off doing an underpainting with acrylic paint. And one of my favorite things to do is to paint with acrylics first, and then paint oils on top of it. And again, that's another thing where I might be breaking a rule of art or something, or pissing off some type of art person, but you know, it's faster that way since acrylics dry much faster than oils. And I'm also used to painting with acrylics normally. So I painted with acrylics for the underpainting, and I just did a monochromatic purpley underpainting, and then I would layer the oils on top of that. And the oils are what actually had like the different skin tones that I used, and kind of the final color palette that you see at the end of the piece. And then once I had the underpainting done, again, I did the layers of skin tones on top, and then that is where I did the acrylic pours for the background. And then actually, I apologize for this too, like not only was the video freaking late, but I'm also missing like 40% of the process. And that is because, and of course I freaking do this because I can't keep track of my stuff. I lost a part of my camera that like makes it attached to the tripod so it can like film and stuff, and my tripod is a mic stand, so I get like a microphone handle and I put it on the camera and then I stick the camera in the mic stand. I lost that little handle thing, so I couldn't film the process, and I was super eager to finish it, so I was just like, screw it, you know what, I'll show them the final piece, and I am just going to apologize for missing out on some of the filming process. And at the time I'm filming this, I actually found the handle, and of course I freaking found the handle right as I was like finishing up the piece. So, you know, you missed kind of like the part where I was finishing up the moths and the mushrooms and adding the final little highlights and fireflies all around, but it wasn't anything too drastic, and all the big chunks of important stuff kind of I left in. So, you know, I hope it wasn't too jumpy for you guys to watch, and I hope you guys liked this video and that you liked this piece. And of course, if you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate and leave them down below in the comment section, and I will get to all of the questions I possibly can, or anything like that. I love chatting with you guys. And then of course, I will put all of my social media stuff down in the description, as well as like what materials I used if you want the specifics, and just an update if you guys don't finish the entire video. And if you freaking do, thank you so much. I freaking love you. You're amazing. And you know, just thank you to everyone who stopped by the channel. Again, I adore you guys, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Go live your lives, and I will see you all in a future video. Bye guys. Oh, and also really quick, for my future videos, expect some Overwatch fan art, since those bomb ass Halloween skins are amazing and I need to do fan art like as soon as I possibly can, and then a few more Inktober videos, and maybe a Q&A before I hit a milestone where I can do a contest for you guys. And yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you. Bye. Amazing. Live your life. I don't know.